Oh, damn. First time it's been on the ground on its wheels in, I don't even know, 6 months, probably. So, this is with the Aerostar coils and the homemade boogie blocks I made, 1-inch blocks. Supposed to drop at 2 inches, not quite sure. We're going to run through some measurements. Oops. Because, see, I still have the measurements here from when I brought the car home before I did anything to it. So, we have them there. We have it there. And it's on all the sides. So, this is how we're looking. Now, obviously, it's not really showing anything because I can't zoom out any further. That's where the tire sits. It's about a 27-inch tall tire. That's the front. This is the rear. So it's not as low as I thought it was going to be. And I'll tell you that it's kind of surprising. It's low, don't get me wrong. There's a regular height jack. So I'm going to measure everything. See, I got the measurements right there. We're measuring it all. I don't know, it's surprising that it's not as low as I thought it was going to be. It's way lower, obviously. It was sitting like a damn monster truck last time. But let's go ahead and grab the yardstick and do some measuring. So like I said, Aerostar coils, 1-inch boogie blocks. Spacers, drop blocks, whatever you want to call them. I call them drop blocks. I've seen them referred to as boogie blocks. That's why I call them that, just so everybody knows what I mean. In the rear, 4-inch drop leaves and homemade 2-inch blocks. So, theoretically, it should be 6 inches down. Okay, let's start at the front bumper. Hopefully these numbers show up pretty easily. All right, so when I brought the car home, this is where it was. 15.5 inches to that point. As of today, that's exactly where it is. 11 7/8. So what is that? Almost 4 inches in the front. Go to the passenger side fender. 31 5/8. Now it's at 27 3/4. So we can round that up to 5/8, or round it down to 5/8. I mean, whatever. So 4 inches on the dot. Go to the other front side. Should be the same. 30 3/8. 27 1/4, almost a quarter. So that's 3 inches, which is kind of weird. Okay. Going to the back. Right here. I got a cold that's killing me. All right, let me see. What was it, 26 5/8 or 22 1/16? Must have been 26 5/8. Because it definitely didn't go up. But what's weird, it went down just over 4 inches, but I have 6 inches dropped in the back. And the leaves are almost inverted. So you figure it out. That doesn't make any sense. 26, we'll say 27 inches. Well, okay, never mind. That's about 6 inches. What the hell am I talking about? Yeah, it's like 6 inches down. Oh, no, it's not. I've gone crazy. It's at 22 and what? A quarter. From 26 5/8. So we're going to say that that's 4 inches down. Okay. Go to the rear bumper. 15 5/16. It's at 11 3/4. So 4 inches. And we're going to assume the other side's the same. But let's go ahead and do it since we've already done all this. Oh, I see what I did. Okay. Okay. So 24 7/16 It's now 21, pretty much on the dot. The body mounts on this side, like I said in my other video, that one right by the wheel well, which I'm notching the frame anyway, so that one would go anyway. This rear one isn't there. Got that to put in, but it's just surprising to me that I lowered it 6 inches in the back and it only went down 4. If someone can explain how that works, I would appreciate it, because that's right at the hub. So that's where it should be 6 inches lowered. What else? That's it. That's where we're at. Feels good, man. Feels good to see it on the ground. It kind of brings back some hope, some motivation for me. Now I have to get those skirts color matched. I'm going to buy a can of paint. There's a place that color matches, and I'm going to get it kind of like low gloss. I'm going to do this when I paint it, whenever that's going to be. If I don't sell it before, then I'm going to do it in satin blue. The same blue, just satin. Because this is the original color, which is cool. But I don't want it super high gloss. I'm pulling the side trim off. I'm going to do something different. But there we go. She's on the ground. Okay, so with the boogie blocks and the Aerostar springs, I've always read, not always, but I have read the couple times I've seen it mentioned with them together that it can't be done because the A-arm will hit the frame. So let's mount up to this tripod right here, and we'll see. I'm gonna use that gasket. It has that big crease in it. It came like that when I got it, but I'm gonna use it to make a plate to be able to lift the motor out. All right, bear with me one sec. We're gonna see how far it can actually move before anything goes wrong, before it hits, out of curiosity. Bear with me, sorry. I didn't plan on doing this part of the video. This is kind of an edit to what I just did. Okay, so I want to get this. I want to get that right there. I'm going to push right here, okay? I'm not going to say a word so that we can hear if it hits. I'm trying to turn this little Amazon tripod. It's kind of junk. Okay. Use this line as a reference. Where'd the yardstick go? I lost it. I lost the yardstick. Hang on. Here it is. Okay. I'm going to put this here so we can see how far it moves, because I'm really not sure. We're going to use the 28 right there, okay? It's 27 5/8. All right, you ready? It's not hitting. I'm putting all my weight on it. Okay. I think that's enough. Needless to say, the wheel is not going to move up that far except in an unusual circumstance, like a pothole or something like that. But hopefully, I see it and I can avoid it before I get to that point. And if I can't, then we'll find out. One more time. Jamco, or not Jamco, homemade boogie blocks, 1-inch blocks, which are a 2-inch drop at the wheel from what I've read, and Aerostar coil springs. That's it. Not hitting it all. Okay. That's all she wrote. You know what? Let's go ahead and do it on the back too. 4-inch drop springs, 2-inch homemade blocks. Ready? Not hitting. Nothing's hitting. So, the only reason I'm notching is so I can get shocks. And eventually I'm going to put coil springs on it. I'm not bagging it, but I'm doing coil springs at some point. And Probably a 2-link. I don't want a 4-link and cut into the back seat because I carry passengers and stuff like that. So let me get my knee out of the way. It's not hitting. Now the U-joint is super close to the floor, so I'm going to notch it and give it some space anyway. But I think it would be okay. Honestly, I don't know. But I'm going to notch it anyway. I have to. Otherwise, I'll have no shocks, and I'll be bouncing all over the road. And, looking like I got the hydros. But there we go. Suspension test. Number 1.